Basketball season is here. I start this show off today with asking you, a Kentucky Wildcat fan, one simple question. Leave your comments down below in your response. How much patience do you and those around you have in the basketball team this year? And what does that look like to you? Let me know how patient you're going to be with the Wildcats. With that being said, we gonna be good. But we gonna have some stuff that we still gotta work on. Now that the exposition games are over, now that we get down to play November the 5th, well, November the 5th for me on my phone. I think it's November the 4th. I gotta remember to say you guys' date back home because it'll throw people off. So it's November the 5th, my time, November the 4th, your time. But our guys are gonna take the court. And this time it matters. Our guys are going to start the journey against Wright State. So what do we have, or what have we seen in these last two scrimmages, whatever you want to call it? What have we seen? We've seen a team that has scored a lot. We see these guys that's going to shoot a lot of 3-pointers. We saw a coach that is extremely calm on the sideline. We just played Minnesota State. We had a little adversity. The shot wasn't falling. Had a little defensive issues. Still gotta guard the 3-point line. But we saw the guys where they didn't quit. We saw the guys where they could have let them guys take the lead from Minnesota State, but we fought and we stayed together. And nobody, and I mean nobody, got rattled. How do you think that happens? That doesn't happen if you have such a young team. No knock on young teams, but let's just be real. When you have an older, more experienced team who's been there, did that, getting down or having somebody come back doesn't really bother you. You've been there before. You understand that this is just how the game is. People gonna make some runs. What do you do once the team makes the run? How do you keep your composure? Our Wildcats showed us that they can do that. They showed us that the storm is going to come, but we're going to stick together and we're going to do this. It just makes me smile. It makes me excited that college basketball is being played the right way, under the right person, with the right leadership here at Kentucky that we haven't saw in a long time. We're starting this new era, really, really starting it against Wright State, and here we come. Now, for me as a fan, I'm sitting back and I'm watching the game, and I'm trying not to let my emotions get too high. I'm trying to make sure that I really try to watch the game. I really try to watch what our guys are doing. What are they doing on purpose? Are they, you know what I'm saying? How much cutting, how much passing? And this is, as you can tell, the way that they've been practicing, it's all transferring over into the ball game. They're doing it motionless. They're doing it seamlessly. Like it doesn't even like it doesn't they're not out there moving like, oh, where do I go? I look lost. They look like everything that Coach Pope has instilled in those guys up until this point. It's showtime, man. Like this is what the Kentucky fan base has wanted for a long time. And now that we got the leadership in there, now that we got the guy in there that understands that when you put up a banner, that's all people care about. We got somebody in there who wants to do that. Why am I so excited about this basketball team? Last night, when we played Minnesota State, I thought a couple of times maybe we had some shots that maybe we should have took. No problem. You're right there at the rim. You take the shot. No, that's okay. I don't want to take the shot. I like him. You take the shot. That you know what that's saying? I don't need to be the spotlight. I don't need to fill the stat books. I don't need all of that because I understand that this guy that I go to war with every night, he's showing up and he's ready to play ball. I can give him the ball, and most of the time, this guy's gonna make the shot. And last time we checked, a 3-pointer is a little bit better than a 2-pointer. I'm just saying, I know that's so elementary. I get it. But it's just the mindset of where our players are at as a whole. These guys are passing it. It's like they're programmed to pass the ball at least 4 or 5 times before we get a shot up. I don't know. That seems to be the norm. We moving without the ball. We're communicating. We're talking. We're fiery. Bringing back 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐒𝐜𝐢𝐞𝐧𝐜𝐞𝐖𝐞𝐞𝐤𝐥𝐲. That just made such a big spark. And he's coming off the bench. Like, look at the guys that we coming off the bench. Like, dude, like we're okay. Kentucky is going to be okay. People are going to sleep on Kentucky, and that is okay. I have no issues with that. We still got to go play the game. And that's what matters mostly to me. Is our Wildcats ready? So I come back to that question when we go through some downfalls, when we go through the bruises, when we go through shots just ain't falling at all tonight. How do we as fans receive that? Are we okay? I think so. I think everyone is so excited about the possibilities of what could be here at Kentucky that we understand. Look, I'm not going to sit here and start saying I'm never. You're not gonna hear me say it. And it took a long time for the 2015 team before I was ready to say we're gonna go undefeated. We that good. So I'm pumping my brakes on that. We're gonna take some bruises, but I think the time that we ready to go into the SEC play, the Kentucky Wildcats is going to be battle tested. They're going to get tested by Duke. They're going to get tested by Ohio State. They're going to get tested by Clemson. They're going to get tested by Gonzaga. These guys are going to get tested. They're going to get tested by Louisville. These guys are going to be battle tested, ready to go to war when we get in SEC play. I'm keeping it one game at a time. I'm not getting ahead of myself because I understand it's all about growth. It's all about growing together as a team. Look, we only played 2 games together. One of those games, it was like a video game. We just ran the score up. Everything was falling. We did it. Second game, you know what? We're gonna put a little bit more defense on you guys. We're gonna put a little more pressure on you, and we're gonna see if you break a bend or whatever. We're gonna see if you're ready for this type of small adversity. And the adversity is only going to get harder and harder every single ball game. It's not going to get any more. When Wright State comes to town, guess what? They want to win. They don't want to walk out of Rupp Arena 0-1 because it matters. The Wildcats will be ready within a week's time to go to war and let this count the way it's supposed to be. Man, let me tell you something, dude. All day I just sit and smile because I'm a Wildcat fan. And I don't know the outcome. I don't know the outcome of how everything is going to pan out. I don't know that. But I'm willing to sit here and embrace what's about to happen this year. I'm ready. I know you're ready. I know the people around you are ready. I know the state of Kentucky is ready. We're just ready for that excitement because basketball at Kentucky matters again. And it matters to a lot of people. We just smile. We just keep going because this is what we do as Kentucky fans. We cheer for our guys and we love our guys. And just we saw how the crowd got behind them against Minnesota State when the shots wasn't falling. And I like how older they are, how much experience they have. They understood, you know what? My 3-pointer is not falling outside of Jackson Robinson. My 3-pointer is not falling. So what do I need to do right now? Oh, just go attack the rim. See that ball go through the rim and other things just happen. Make things happen when your shot from outside is not falling. Now, some people will say, you know what? Something that maybe frightens me about the team is I think we may live too much on the three. But I think, like last night, I really think that if the shot's not falling for us, other guys are they're going to create other things that can generate points. Because at first we was like, well, Jackson Robinson is probably going to be the only guy that's really going to be, we need a bucket, go get it. You know what? For some reason, I don't believe that. And I know it's only been 2 games, but Ortega's not going to stop playing. Butler's not going to stop playing. Kirk Chris is not going to stop playing. Like, Collins is not going to stop playing. Garrison's not going to keep putting it on people's heads. Amari Williams he's not going to stop rebounding. Now, I hope he's okay. That's what I'm saying. We got so much stuff to throw at people. I don't know how anybody can call themselves a Wildcat fan and not be excited about the future of the Cats and the year that's coming up. Basketball is back in the Bluegrass, and it feels good. We are getting ready for something special. It's brewing. It's brewing. But remember, sometimes things don't go like we wanted to go all the time. It's the adversity. How do we as a fan base continue to support even through that? Some people says, "Oh, I'm giving Pope 2 or 3 years. We'll be okay. Let him get in. Let him get his system really, really implemented. Let him get his guys that he really wants here. Some longtime guys that come here for for a couple of years, and then we'll be okay." Some people want to see Pope come out and win championship in year one. Some people's giving him a 1 and 2, about 2 years a grace period. What about yourself? How long of a grace period are you giving? Are you going to give Coach Cal? I mean, that's ugly. Ugh. Oh, that didn't even feel natural. How much of a grace period are you going to give Coach Pope? Because he's here to win basketball games, and he needs our support as fans. Even when things don't go the way that we may want them to go, we still got to stay in there with them. And I think Coach Pope is going to lead us down the right path, and that's to go get a championship up under his tenure. I just believe that. We're going to make it happen. So let's get ready for this season. I am so excited. I'm pumped up. Like, me being here just makes me angry. The first game of the year comes on at 3:00 in the morning. It comes on at 3:00 in the morning. I got to do a post game show out of my car. I hate doing post game shows out of my car. I don't like it, but I'm gonna do it because I love my Cats and we got something to cheer about. So let's hit it. Remember, what kind of grace period are you giving Pope, and what does your patience look like when we face adversity? Are you going to stick in there with the team even when things kind of get a little rough, get a little cloudy? Don't jump ship. Something special here is going on here at Kentucky. I promise you, something special is brewing. And you know it, and I know it. And we're all excited to call ourselves Cats fans. The BBN has got their back. So, man, I'm excited. Let's go. Let's just win some games. Let's bring the excitement back to Rupp Arena, back to Kentucky basketball. And we do that by winning games. And I think that's exactly where we're going. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button if you already have. Look, you guys are killing it, man, with the subscribing. You guys are on it. Like, thank you. You guys are killing it with the liking the videos. Man, I'm so appreciative. Thank you guys so much for helping this channel grow. This takes a lot out of me, but that's okay because when I got guys like you and women like you showing up to watch and participate, I'll be right here and turn the camera on and we will enjoy the Cats together. Take care. Let's go Cats and let's get this win and let's have a great year up under Coach Pope. Go Cats.